Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Push, and thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry this video is kind of late. It's been a while since I posted, but adulting is stressful and life is a baller. But here I am back with another episode, and today I'm talking about something more exciting and the lighter side of things. My 8 favorite things about being queer. Why 8? I couldn't find 2 more because life is stressful. But anyway, let's check those things out. Number 1, we have the sharing of clothes between the 2 partners. Quite personally, I share clothes with my girlfriend because our style is sort of kind of similar. Yeah, I just like picking out clothes in her closet, and I think because we're in a long distance relationship as well, sometimes I leave some things back at my place and I'm like, actually this could actually go well with, you know, one of my items as well. So sharing clothes, definitely. Number 2, not worrying about contraceptives. Like, oh my gosh, when my period comes, I'm literally just like, seriously? Like, oh my gosh, why? I think it's the most necessary thing for us queers, because to us it's not a test of whether you're pregnant or not, so we don't have to worry about unwanted pregnancies when we are not ready. So really, not worrying about contraceptives, and I know contraceptives are hella expensive, especially if you want like quality shit. Yeah, all my straight friends tell me about that, and I'm not gonna talk about it much more than the fact that it's not my life problem. It could never be me. Yeah. 3, we do not suffer from Bantu Syndrome, which is directly translated into, what are the people going to say? Straight people, most straight people, not all straight people, are very much worried about, what are the people gonna say? Oh my gosh, that's gay. Yeah, we're already gay, so we don't care what people think of us. Which brings me to a scenario, a thing that happened back in December at an end-year function. My colleagues and I were drinking, we're having fun. Next thing you know, the topics get juicier and juicier the more inebriated we became. And so the topic of sex and, you know, sexual experiences came up. And so I posed the question to them that, you know, what if your husband wanted to do a certain sexual activity? Would you allow it? Because I knew probably the answer was going to be, guessed it, they were like, oh my gosh, that's so gay. And I'm thinking to myself, if your husband wanted you to do something, so you wouldn't do it because you're afraid of it being labeled as gay. It's gay, and then what happens? Are you not gonna get the orgasm, or are you like Indonesian or Wednesday? What is gonna happen? And they understand it, but anyway, it's not my life problem. It could never be me. Number 4, the queer community is pretty small, and so if you are a serial killer, every one of us will definitely know that. Okay, some queer people might take this as a disadvantage because the pool is much smaller, but I think it just makes navigating dating life much more easier because you know straight up what to expect of that person should you choose to pursue that person still. So I think it's definitely an advantage. Yeah. Number 5, that's 10. At number 5, we do not conform to binaries, to gender roles, to any sort of heteronormative standards. Okay, I do know that there are some queer couples that do, but there are some that actually don't conform to gender roles and gender norms. There is no man and there is no woman. There is no fork and there is no knife. There aren't those rules. You make up those rules as you go along, and that's what I really enjoy about being in a queer relationship. Whereas I don't have to wash those dishes because I am a woman, because it doesn't take a vagina to wash dishes. It takes an actual person with 2 hands, which we both have in a relationship. My girlfriend and I, we don't conform to any heteronormative standards, and yeah, it's amazing. At number 6 is love. Experiencing the love of another black woman is to me, the most life-changing experience ever. To experience a love that is free of gender roles, gender norms, heteronormativity, free of patriarchy, and knowing that the person that loves you beyond the roles of how society has told her they should love you. I don't know if that makes sense. Loving someone who had to struggle and fight to be themselves and then still choose to love you as well, I think it's the most incredible experience ever, and I cannot even explain it. Kumnandi uthando umfazi omnyama. At number 7, queer spaces. Just like black spaces are created as a space for healing, connection, caucusing, so are queer spaces created to connect us as queer people, as spaces of healing, spaces of connection. Yeah. Number 8, which is the last one, I think we're the coolest people since sliced bread. We are art, we are music, we are fashion, we are queer, man. We are unique, we are cool, we are like, and there's so much to the spectrum that we are, because we do not confine to certain boxes. We are out of the box, we are creative, we are queer, man. And kumnandi ba queer. And to my straight friends, I'm sorry I had to pick through that trash. So those are my favorite things about being queer. If you have anything to share, comment down below. Share, subscribe, interact with me, and tell me, you know, what your favorite things about being queer, because it's not all sad and gloomy on this side of town. Yeah, thanks for watching. Later. Number queers. Excuse me. You will find out your sexual. And if you started talking about stressful humans to sort of get to the crux of the matter, but with the queer community, we will find